Hey guys, it's Mike with Patriot Coins over here. I got a friend that he goes by the username Whips, and he was asking for a video to see what it's like when you make a coin ring and how I actually put this stuff together. A lot of equipment involved, but I'm going to try to go through this process and be able to still record it. I really don't have the ability to record in all different areas and stuff, so bear with me. Anyways, let's go ahead and make a coin. I was thinking of one for him that I thought would be pretty nice. This is a Canadian coin, and it has really nice reading. They have really nice. This one is a 1919, so there's a lot of nice bling to it. And I don't know if let's see if I can get a screenshot of that. I don't know if that's coming out or anything for you, but that's a 1919 Canadian. You can probably see all the reeds around that. That'd be really nice if I were to patina that up and then polish the copper out, so it's not that really dark brown color, but it makes the copper actually shine right through. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, so let me see if I can get this camera set up straight. And actually, let me give you a little view of what we got going on here. Sorry about that. Let me go ahead and switch this around. Okay, Whips. So the first thing, good air conditioning. It gets hot out here, man. And then got my blowtorch, got to have the fire extinguisher out here just in case. Polishing kits. This is my pickling bath. You pick these up from Walmart pretty cheap for about 10, 15 bucks. A lot of guys don't even use the warm up their water, but I find that when you're doing silver, it'll make the silver a lot cleaner looking than putting it in a cold bath. You're going to have basic kits like your punch and die kits. This is for punching out your coins. I actually space mine out a little bit further than they come from the factory because I use like little nylon rings that I put on my coins to give me an absolute perfect center cut. That's first thing that's going to be the most important in making a ring is that center cut. And every time, I mean, I can tell you that I go through all these coins. These are junk because, I mean, they're going to get melted down if I don't repair them. But that happens from not getting a perfect center cut. So nylon washer is a really good tip. Ring sizers. And I put a lot of Teflon on there. You might want to be wondering what that's about. That's basically to keep the inside detail of the coin from getting marred up. So you'll see me doing that a lot. Basically your vise here, I got a 6-ton press. On my 6-ton press, you're going to have things like for wobbly coins, you have to have polyurethane, steel blocks, more taps. I've got engravers for personalizing coins. I've got more punch and dies back here. And these are basically all full of, these tool bins are full of tools that I use. I've got electroplating machines. I could plate in gold, platinum, silver, if it's required. There's going to be some other things you'll see me using. This is patina. That's where I oxidize the coins and give it a real nice dark black background. If I want to polish up the front and make that really stand out, you're going to need nice polishing kits. So I'm just going to get right into it, and let's just go ahead and see what happens. Like I said, I'm not really set up here for videos. I don't do a whole lot of videos, but want to do it for my buddy here and show him how it's done. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off by getting my blowtorch, and we're going to heat up the coin. It's called annealing, and we're going to anneal the coin, soften it up. You can do it a lot longer and get it brighter on copper than you can on silver. Silver, you got to be really careful because it'll actually crackle, peel. It's what they call it crocodile skin, and that's something that you want to avoid. Yeah. Alright, let's see if I can get a nice view on that. Nice coin. I like it. That'll be the inside. This is going to be the outside. I want to show off that 1919 in that in the reeds. So let me go ahead and get the light over here. On my pickling bath, I've got it inside of a crock pot. When you heat it up, it'll actually it helps out with the acid bath. Not really need any copper at all. And with copper, I could really heat this up. Actually, it's not like a silver coin that you have to be that careful on. But it takes off the black burn of your coins. You see how your coin will start really darkening up. Did you know that? Like I promised you guys already, there's going to be a lot of editing, so we can speed up through this process and try to show it to you in the best possible way. Almost got that to a nice bright red right now. Really soften up that metal though. Alright, let's go ahead and soak it. Whew, that's hot. Alright. That 1919 burned on my hands. Alright, so we've got that all annealed up real nice. In fact, you see how just putting it in that stain, compared to the color that you saw it before, I said stain, acid, I mean, I put it in that Sparx bath, and look how it already polished up that coin real nice. And that was just a quick dunk, is all. I mean, at 2 seconds. So let's go ahead and get our punch set up. Move this out of the way. And find a good punch size that I want to use for this. I want to make sure that I save that 1919 on there. Let's see. Yeah, now I'm going to get it smaller. A lot harder to make with the smaller ring sizes. I'm going to try, let me see if we go 7/16 on this, if that'll save it. Boy, that date is like really, really in there. And even on a 7/16, I hesitate doing that because it's going to cut off part of it. Don't like that. I like the idea that it's a 1919. I'm really dropping down to go to a 5/16. Well, you know what? First time for everything. 5/16, guys. Small, tiny hole. Alright, I hope you don't mind the noise in the background. I got the AC on, so it's hot day. Alright, I'm going to take one of my washers to help me give a center punch. I've never gone that small on a 5/16, but I'm trying to preserve that date. If I mess up, no big deal. I'm going to I'll cut it back open to a little bit bigger size. But I want to try it. I want to see if we can get a 5/16 done. And if you just preserve that 1919 on there that I really like. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting this see-through tape, packing tape, on here, trying to center it, just make sure that it's perfectly centered. And I'll fold it over. just to hold it in place. Gives me a real nice centering. Then I fold backside to give me a tail, so that when I put it through the punch, I can pull it back out. Okay, now I'm just trying to make sure that that's perfectly centered. And the problem is that this is actually smaller than this, so we still gonna have to work on that, making sure we get the right hit. So let's go ahead and give it a punch. All right, let's go ahead and move some of this stuff over here. I'm gonna get my punch. All right, so that's about as good as I could do with the camera. And I am cutting way up here. That's a tiny hole. Make sure that that's perfectly centered. Don't want to waste one ring, one coin rather. I wouldn't care so much if it was just for the labor, but don't like seeing a coin get lost due to a lack of trying. Alright, so we got our coin annealed. I got it as centered as I can possibly get it. And we're going to hit it with the 6-ton press. Alright, so we're through. Normally, if this is silver, I'd save all my silver. Copper, not so much. Alright. Put my tools back. And then we go ahead and pull it out, and should have a perfectly centered hole. All right, cut this open. I like the cut. Looks nice and center, and totally preserved the 1919 on here. A little extra time, but I don't mind spending a little extra time to make something just right. But we're definitely going to be, like I said earlier, I definitely will be cutting this video down. But let's take a look. Okay, you got your 1919, everything in the perfect cut. This right. Let me see if I can move the light here so you can see that better. There we go. Nice. Okay. Smallest one I've ever made. Smallest hole, rather. Usually I don't go smaller than a 7/16, but really wanted to preserve that, and it looks like it's dead center as it could be. So let's go ahead and anneal that again. I want to soften up that metal just to make sure, because it's such a small hole, that it doesn't split on us when we expand it. Get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and heat this up. Get the pickle bath ready. Okay, back to the 6-ton. I'm going to dry this off, try to keep as much water off my tools as possible so that they don't rust. Let's go ahead, get a die up here, punch that, right back. This is white lithium grease. The white lithium grease will help it slide down without scarring up the sides of the coin. Plus, it keeps us from getting rusted out too. So I do this pretty frequently, actually. Now I want the reeds to show up on the outside, so I'm going to set it like that. And we're just going to set that on the inside there. Get me a set of these McMillan balls. I use these because they don't mar up the sides like steel does. I can use the steel ones, but they're not very forgiving. Or at least feel just to give, where it's just touching. You don't want to press too hard. 6 tons, it's easy to keep going and just not even feel it. And barely fits in this one, so let's continue right there. I'm going to get a smaller size ball. Said, that's going to be kind of tricky for us to work with this this one. And this is where people were asking about cost and stuff. It's not. Yeah, it has to do with like the value of the coin, but more of the labor. I could easily spend a couple days probably here on this. Now we got our cone. I'm going to have to keep on going. The cone doesn't fit on there. I don't know if you can see, that's how small that hole is, even after it's coned out. That's why I normally don't do them this small, but like I said, I'm trying to save that gear. So, let's see what we can do to make it happen. Okay, so you're going to go through a lot of Teflon, and I recommend buying them by the box. Let's go ahead and Teflon up this sizer bar. Again, just to protect the detail. I've been able to get that baby down that far, so we're good. Again, anneal, can't do it too often. One split, it's over. There is something that I've been doing, kind of trademark on my coins, where I like making a cross out of especially the ones that split. And I'll actually cut with a jeweler's coping saw a cross in the ring, and I'm able still to preserve that ring and give it a really nice detailed look. I wish I was wearing one of them right now. I don't. Otherwise, I'd show you on the video. Right up here, you'll see one that I've done with a cross. Come out pretty cool. Great way to save what otherwise would be melted down.